Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to Xbox On. Now, as you may know, Metro Exodus is going to be coming to our Xbox Ones on February 22nd, 2019, but we've started getting our hands on a load of brand new information that you're going to want to know ahead of the game's launch, as well as some incredible footage from the game's gameplay demo that we got some early hands-on with. So in this video, we're going to go through everything you need to know about Metro Exodus so far. One of the standout points from my experience with Metro Exodus so far when I played it at both E3 and Gamescom is the fact that there are so many ways for you to approach different situations depending on your playstyle. If you're a player that likes to go in all guns blazing, you can do that, though you always must have in the back of your mind that resources are scarce in the game, so you could quite possibly run out of ammo and be left in a really difficult situation. Or you can take the stealthier approach, using shadows, caves or bushes to avoid detection, with the watch on your wrist turning blue if you're detectable, or if you're hidden it'll be turned off. So you'll always be able to know how to react if you spot an enemy and whether or not they can see you. You can also use weapons like the crossbow to silently take out enemies, or throwing knives, suppress weapons, or even do silent takedowns, which makes it fun when you're slowly making your way through an enemy camp. But one of the things that I love most about Metro Exodus is the amount of exploration you can do within the game, because the levels you play are non-linear. There's always a new building to search or a new cave to discover, and the game rewards you for doing that extra bit of exploration by you either finding a new gadget or resource to do some extra crafting with. So definitely make sure to spend that extra bit of time going through the levels, searching every nook and cranny, and you won't be disappointed. Also, the demo that we played is a lot different to the typical setting that you would expect from previous Metro games. They're typically a lot darker. The level we played was set in autumn, so it's a lot brighter and more colourful, which has you wanting to constantly look around and discover, because one level will look completely different to one that you played earlier on in the game. And talking of autumn, throughout Metro Exodus we're going to see each of the 4 seasons, which is going to completely change the look and feel of the environments that we go through, which I think is absolutely fantastic. From the demo we played, we also got to discover and get our hands on a whole host of gadgets that we'll be able to use in Metro Exodus, which is still just scratching the surface of what's going to be in the game. At one stage, you'll be able to find night vision goggles, which was quite possibly one of my favourite and also one of the most useful things that I found during the demo, especially when exploring caves or sneaking around an enemy base at night. Just make sure to shoot the snake before picking them up. You also then have a torch, a lighter, which you can use to burn cobwebs, which might be able to help you find some hidden areas that will have more loot for you to grab, and the dynamo, which you can use to charge the batteries of some of the gadgets that you'll use, such as the night vision goggles and the torch. In Metro Exodus, there are going to be a whole host of enemies that you're going to come up against, from human factions to giant mutated bears, which honestly look like they've just come out of one of your nightmares with the sole intention of trying to tear your face off. You'll also come up against packs of wolves, which you may want to try avoiding or shoot at a distance, because they will end up trying to kill you. But what I loved is how this is a world with a real sense of danger, from the way that you'll shoot that snake guarding those night vision goggles, to cutting away sound traps to stop human enemies from detecting you, or just trying to avoid everyone completely. But at the end of the day, you're always going to end up in some firefights, which are intense and have you thinking about every single one of your actions, because you don't want to waste your ammo, as you know that those resources to craft more bullets are scarce. But talking about crafting, it is one of the key elements in Metro Exodus that will be crucial to surviving the nuclear winter. You'll be able to craft things like med kits, throwing knives, and weapon attachments such as scopes and suppressors at any point. However, there are going to be some things that you won't be able to craft with your backpack. Things like armor, ammunition, and cleaning your weapons, which we'll get onto in a second, require a workbench. Now, I loved this feature because it really makes you think ahead. Knowing that you need that workbench to craft ammo makes you spend that extra bit of time scavenging resources at every possible opportunity. But more importantly, you're going to want to keep your weapons clean, as during Metro Exodus, as you play, your guns are going to get dirty as they would in real life. So in order to make them perform to their potential, you need to look after them by cleaning them at a workbench. So when you're playing the game, make sure you look after your weapons and keep your resources fully stocked.
Let's eat together.
Now, throughout this video, I've talked a lot about looting and its importance, because from my experience, it's a complete game changer. If you don't spend the time looting enemy bodies, dismantling enemy weapons, searching that cave or looking in that building, and just run past instead, you're just going to constantly find yourself running out of resources, out of ammo, and just struggling to come out on top in difficult firefights. Also, spending that time looting will help you get immersed in this incredible world that 4A Games have created, but more importantly, give you more than enough ammo to take down that mutated bear. Maybe. It's also important to know that Metro Exodus is Xbox One X enhanced, so you can play it in native 4K resolution, which looks incredible. But there we have it, 8 things that you need to know about Metro Exodus. From what I've played and seen so far, this game looks incredible. So make sure to keep an eye out for it when it comes to your Xbox One on February 22nd, 2019. If you're new to the channel and are an Xbox fan, make sure to subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and let us know what you think of Metro Exodus down in the comments below. And we'll see you next time. Bye!